the Government Accountability Office did an audit, back in July, and they found out that, there had been $16 trillion of secret bailouts.
Yes.
To people like Citigroup, Morgan Stanley, Merrill Lynch, Bank of America, Barclays, Bear Stearns, Goldman Sachs. I mean, it's ridiculous. It was on Fox News for about 2 minutes. Then people, they just, they just don't even act like they even heard
Well, the
it.
globalists are masters. Back at the time, they said it's only 800 and something billion, and the banks are going to pay it back. So they use that red herring of the bailout, but that was just one part of it. The bailout allowed the Federal Reserve to monetize trillions in debt, give themselves trillions of our tax money. And as you mentioned, it's 16 plus trillion. There's another 10 trillion plus that they won't tell us about. And that's been a couple of years since we got new numbers. Who knows what it is now? And I hear these mainline neocon hosts going, it's only 870-something billion, and it was all paid back. No, it wasn't. And of that 800 billion, remember when the Federal Reserve and the Treasury, quote, ordered under national security, even though they didn't have the authority, they ordered local banks to take some of it. And some banks refused and said, well, I don't care if you order it. I mean, I've seen articles the last 3 years of feds order pension funds to invest in this and that to prop up market. And they order companies to invest pension funds in their derivatives. And because federal regulators show up at these pension funds, sometimes with hundreds of billions, they follow the order. It's all just knuckle-dragging gangster government shows up and we're here to order you to take a vaccine. Well, where's the law? I got a cop behind me. Well, that's a federal building. It says Federal Reserve. It's all hoaxes and fraud. And I'm so glad you bring up that fact because I hear these talking points. The left has their talking points of raise taxes, get the rich people. That's all Federal Reserve written. And then on the right, they've got the talking point of the Federal Reserve is, basically created the planet, and they're the reason flowers bloom and fish swim and birds tweet. And it's just amazing. And then they want to paint any demonstrations. I see all the big mainline neocon sites, except for the Drudge Report, out there criticizing Ron Paul, criticizing in the Fed, saying, I can't believe Ron Paul supporters want to team up with the dirty hippies. Don't go down there and hang out with them commies. We have the Occupy Wall Street people in most cases coming over and henpecking us and griping at us because the Democrats have told them that we're evil Republicans. And then they're mad at us because we're evil Republicans. And then the evil Republicans that they're talking about are attacking us. We're the real group. Ron Paul's the real guy. That's why the whole system attacks them. We know the real threat. I'm sorry, ma'am, I'm ranting. Anything else?
Okay, yes. Okay, it was Ron Paul that got it was an Alan Grayson amendment to the Dodd-Frank bill.
Yes. And
it was Ron Paul that got that done. Now, when they did that audit, they didn't go as far as Ron Paul wanted to go. It was H.R. 1207. And when they did find out, though, they did get to the bottom of it. And see, here's what people don't understand. All this money has gone out, and then the people here are losing their job.
No, it's insane. Look, the country is falling apart, and Herman Cain's answer is, if you're not rich, it's your fault. Okay, if somebody's not rich in North Korea, is it their fault? Yes, the American system is the best it's ever been anywhere in history. This is the land of opportunity. There are a lot of deadbeats. But to say, if you're not rich, it's your fault, okay, let's say you're in the Marine Corps, and a mine goes off and blows your eyes out and blows one of your arms off. Is it your fault you're not rich now as the government swindles your military pension and gets ready to basically get rid of it and kills what's left with inflation? This statement that if you're not well off, it's your fault. Oh, really? You're in a car wreck. A Mack truck smacks into you, breaks your back. Now you're being kicked off your disability. Really, Herman Cain, is it your fault? My point is, You got this Federal Reserve guy up there, the biggest welfare recipients in the galaxy, and he's lecturing everyone. And I see all these mainline conservatives, you tell them Wall Street's perfect, Herman. Federal Reserve, look at them Ron Paul people. They're hanging out with them dirty hippies going up against our Federal Reserve. It's federal. It's going to take care of it. And Herman Cain going to fix it. Oh, man, I tell you, they're just as dumb as Obama supporters. I mean, is there no con you people won't buy into? More calls straight ahead.
Hi, I'm Mark Craighead, founder of Crossbreed Holsters. I designed our top-selling holster, the Super Tuck Deluxe, to solve the problems of being poked, pinched, and gouged while carrying concealed. The Super Tuck Deluxe is the most comfortable, most concealable holster on the market today. We offer a 2-week free trial and a lifetime warranty.
Visit us at crossbreedholsters.com. Don't forget, crossbreedholsters.com.
Question: when the next disaster strikes, will you be ready? Answer: yes. If you have top quality survival gear from thesurvivalzone.com. These days it's wise to keep a survival kit in your vehicle, home, and office. Thesurvivalzone.com specializes in ready-to-go wilderness, 72-hour, and compact survival kits, plus freeze-dried and dehydrated food, MREs, stun guns, non-hybrid seeds, and much more. Call 603-838-5933 to be prepared with thesurvivalzone.com.
Hello, friends. Alex Jones here. You all know I've worked for years with Steve Shank and eFoods Direct. I have eFoods for my own emergency food supply. You know, Steve, life is different now for all of us, isn't it?
Very different. People are using this great food to survive the present hurricane season, and we've already had $40 billion worth of damage from floods, storms, quakes, and droughts. And that's just the first 8 months of this year. Natural disasters are newsworthy, but only touch a few of us Americans. The huge issue of the Greatest Depression is on everyone's mind. The unemployment, the loss of homes, lost businesses, and skyrocketing food costs are hitting every American. So everyone needs food security.
Folks, this month you will get free shipping on every food order from eFoods Direct. That's right. Every order gets free shipping starting September 6th. Get stocked up with the best storable foods out there with eFoods Direct and be prepared for any emergency before it happens. To take advantage of this special, call 800-409-5633 or go to efoodsdirect.com/Alex.
OpticsPlanet.com is where discerning gun owners and outdoorsmen go to gear up. Optics Planet has the best selection of rifle scopes, red dots, night vision, holsters, bags, and tactical gear on the planet, with always low prices, free shipping on most orders, and expert customer service. Go to OpticsPlanet.com/GCN to get a free gift with purchase. That's OpticsPlanet.com/GCN or call 800-332-OPTICS, 800-332-6784.
That's the sound of your door being kicked in by an intruder with a single kick. That's the sound of the same door now protected by the Door Sentinel at MySafeDoor.com. Go to MySafeDoor.com right now and watch the amazing video. At MySafeDoor.com, you'll learn how to turn your home into a fortress with the Door Sentinel. 16 kicks later, and the Door Sentinel is still holding strong. MySafeDoor.com. That's MySafeDoor.com.
Men, are you urinating more frequently? Do you wake up to urinate? Now be honest. Is your sex life what it used to be? Don't ignore these changes. Your prostate health can affect your whole life. Call right now to discover the Beta Prostate free bottle giveaway. Beta Prostate is a natural supplement that helps your body maintain prostate health. This includes stronger urine flow, healthy bladder emptying. It even reduces waking at night from the urge to go. Take care of your prostate, and it will take care of you. Learn how to try Beta Prostate free. You only pay a low shipping and handling fee. Call 1-800-511-4514. That's 1-800-511-4514. As an extra bonus, get our men's libido formula to support better intimacy for both you and her. It's yours absolutely free. Call now for details. Call 1-800-511-4514. That's 1-800-511-4514.
We're back live, going straight back to your calls. I will be getting into the fall of Barack Obama. I told you, 3 years ago when Obama Deception came out. Hard to believe it came out in March of 2009. So I guess that's, Obama's been in 2.5, 3 years. I don't know. how long is that, 2.5 years or so? The film came out, and I said he will be destroyed politically. And I explained how I could tell that was going to happen. Because they were getting ready to implode the country. They always blame the sacrificial lamb. And people are like, this film's insane. This guy's got an 80% approval rating. He's the Christ. Remember they had black preachers saying he was like Jesus? The one and all that bull? Yeah, the one to take the blame for everything. There's about a 90% chance now they're going to fully destroy Barack Obama. There's a 10% chance they're going to blow up a bunch of stuff and resurrect him politically. Or they could do a failed assassination attempt, like the Taiwanese president got caught 6-7 years ago with even fake bullet wounds. Remember that? Didn't get much attention, but it was in the news. I mean, they got a few things they could pull, but it looks like they're going with fully destroying Barack Obama. That's coming up after I take some more calls. Got a bunch of economic news. I promise I'm going to go through it all. We got a lot of time here to take calls. But I don't go out on the road a lot, but I'm planning to do it more and more. But, you know, I don't have security. I just plunge myself out into the crowd. And I'm not like a politician. I used to always see politicians just shaking people's hands like a zombie and not really paying attention to them. And I thought, how dare them be fake? But I know why they're fake. There is like this weird psychological calculation that's made when you size somebody up, when you actually shake their hand and actually talk to them and actually ask their name and actually look them in the eye and then even answer their questions. So at one event, there's like 400, another 300, another 150 or so, whatever it was. And I've just got, when I'm not bullhorning, person after person after person talking to me, looking in the eye. They're sizing me up. I'm sizing them up. And I'm not going into zombie mode with them. But I've caught myself sometimes about 2 hours, 3 hours into a demonstration, after I've shook hundreds of hands and hugged people and listened to them, I'll catch myself as I'm going, kind of, and then I get back to the car and just like go, there is nothing more tiring. Because I'm actually talking to you. I'm actually seeing you. You know, like they say in Avatar, one of the only new agey things in there I agree with, because it's not new age, it's old age, of sizing somebody up when when they say, I see you. I mean, I see what you are. I look into you. I pick up your essence. I feel your presence. You know, when you ever get around really famous people or really powerful people, that is the only thing that's interesting, is they're still regular people, but they've always got this aura. Even more so, like a lot of times you'll think a movie star doesn't look like that in person. And then when you get around them in person, it's like the charisma, like starlets. Take. I have met in person famous female stars who I didn't find particularly attractive in the film. And then you meet them in person and you go, wow, I can tell why you're a movie star. It's very strange to, but it's not a negative thing. But when people are your fans and they admire you, it's almost like the adulation and the energy they're shooting at you drains you. It drains you. I mean, I am stumbling around 2 days later. Stumbling around. I went to a UFC fight, too. You know, Joe Rogan, good friends with him going back like 13 years. I've known Joe since like 1998 when he was doing stand-up here in Austin. Joe Rogan, host of Fear Factor, UFC. He was just a big, funny, hilarious part in The Zookeeper. And he said, hey, he sent me a text, said, I heard you're coming to Houston for the In the Fed thing. And you want some UFC tickets and go to dinner beforehand. And I went to that, and even the UFC. I mean, everywhere I went in Houston, shake hands, shake hands, shake hands, shake hands, shake hands, shake hands. And again, that is an illustration of just how big the liberty movement is. Because I'm just one prominent person in the worldwide fight to awaken humanity out of their trance. So when I get on there and say, hey, everywhere I go, I'm running into more people, that's a sonar ping. Because you're not known. 99% of you that listen are not public figures. You're not well known. So you don't know how big our liberty movement is. It's big. Ron Paul should be the next president. Ron Paul is the front runner. Ron Paul is the man. But the system is trying to act like